That's why I didn't even realize it was the old ones. But I guess I noticed more of the summer stuff. Got that full head of hair, it's a blessing. Growing it out crazy.
Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Test, test. Yeah. Ours always hisses. Test, test. Okay. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick.
I also bought a hat yesterday. Oh, you got one too? Yeah. I didn't get the white panel one because there was one left. I know. And the one I got was 7 and 7/8. We were both at Royal Sports yesterday. Yeah. They're such nice for any kind of sport. Yeah. Comes to Royal Sports. It's like going to someone will always go on.
Try to make it as clean as possible, I guess. So if you want to just
what do you want to do? Do you want to? Anybody got any tape?
I got electrical tape.
Well, that's what we're gonna. We'll put a piece of tape here, and we can put our mics all on it, and then just like this. I always do that so the cable's not hanging, and then we can just do this.
You want to put a piece of tape around it?
Yeah, here, I'll just pull it off.
Going to go a little higher?
We could. And then just the old. And then put yours on top of mine or whatever, and just we're all gonna. That way we'll all get some
We should go a little higher.
somewhat decent audio.
Let's go a little higher.
Yeah, you should be able to get on there. Just put it underneath, and like I move mine down so you can put yours right there. I can put another piece on
Yeah,
there.
put another piece on. Let's get another piece on there. I can clip yours, but
You throw it on there where you know where you want it.
we'll just
And then if you want to put yours there, or if, like that's how I
I'll
left that.
put mine on there.
And that is for you, sir. Thank you so much.
Everybody's audio good, good, good. Check, check, check. Perfect. Clean, clean, clean. Better than like the guy on the wanted poster. Yeah.
I mean, so there's some reporters not doing anything, but we'll handle it. Audio check testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Audio check. Or CMP audio check 1, 2, 3. Good.
Like Janice avoided my question when I was texting her, trying to set up a time. Don't think she can join us. She blew us off yesterday too for something? Yeah. Well, she's acting mayor right now. Wow, yeah. Her, son. So he can do anything.
I adjusted it.
Test, test, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sorry. It's all right. It's like.
Okay, good afternoon. Bonjour. I am Corporal Melanie Roussel with the Manitoba RCMP. Je suis la caporale Mélanie Roussel avec la GRC au Manitoba. So we acknowledge that we are gathered on Treaty 1 territory, and the Manitoba is located on the treaty territories of and ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Anishinaabe, Dakota, Dene, and Nedo nations. The Manitoba is located on the homeland of the Red River Métis, and northern Manitoba includes lands that were and are the ancestral lands of the Inuit. Nous reconnaissons que nous sommes rassemblés sur le territoire du traité numéro 1 et que le Manitoba est situé sur les territoires visés par des traités et les terres ancestrales de diverses nations, à savoir les Anishinaabe, les Anishinaabe, les Dakota, les Dene et les Neto. Nous reconnaissons que le Manitoba est situé sur la terre natale de la nation métisse de la Rivière-Rouge et que le nord du Manitoba comprend le territoire qui était et demeure le territoire ancestral des Inuits. Thank you all for coming today. Merci d'être venu aujourd'hui. With me is Staff Sergeant Sean Grenwall from the Manitoba Major Crime Services. He will be providing an update on the June 20th double homicide that happened in Victoria Beach. I will then read a statement in French before taking any questions. Je suis accompagnée aujourd'hui du sergent d'état-major Sean Grenwall des services des crimes majeurs de la GRC au Manitoba. Il partagera une mise à jour du double homicide qui est arrivé le 20 juin à Victoria Beach. Je lirai ensuite son témoignage en français, puis nous prendrons des questions par la suite. Thank you, merci.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Staff Sergeant Sean Grunwald from the Major Crime Unit. Firstly, my condolences and the Major Crime members' condolences, and as well as the RCMP, to the families and loved ones of the victims who are continuing to grieve today. On June 20th, 2025, a double homicide occurred in the community of Victoria Beach. Our officers quickly responded to ensure the safety and security of all residents and immediately launched a complex homicide investigation. The priority for our investigators was to find the people responsible for murdering 29-year-old Sly Thieberg, as well as 41-year-old Melissa Wilson, both of whom died of gunshot wounds. When starting a homicide investigation, we never know exactly where it will take us. In this instance, our primary suspects separated and eventually fled to opposite sides of Canada. One suspect made his way to Abbotsford, British Columbia, and the other to New Minas, Nova Scotia. The strength of the RCMP, however, is that we have colleagues and specialized resources in every province and territory across the country. Fleeing to BC or to Nova Scotia does not stop our investigation in any way. Over the past few months, we've been conducting interviews and gathering evidence here in Manitoba, as well as tracking the suspects in 2 provinces, all in an effort to further this investigation. On October 7th, 2025, our officers arrested Mitchell Johannesson, a 28-year-old male from Grand Marais, and charged him with second-degree murder. He was arrested in Abbotsford, British Columbia, where he was remanded to custody and has since been returned to Manitoba. Earlier this morning, our officers completed a second arrest. Nathaniel Moore Harrison, a 31-year-old male from the rural municipality of St. Clements, was arrested in New Minas, Nova Scotia, and also charged with second-degree murder. He will be remanded into custody, and arrangements are being made right now for his return to Manitoba. I can say that the suspects and victims were known to each other, and at this time we believe the male victim was targeted by the suspects, and that the female victim was killed for being at that specific residence in Victoria Beach when the suspects arrived. While 2 arrests have been made, we are confident that there are people in the Victoria Beach and Travis Bay area who have additional information as to what occurred that evening. Now is the time to come forward and to share with us what you know. These homicides have deeply affected 2 grieving families, countless loved ones, and created concern for so many residents in the Victoria Beach area and the province of Manitoba. We thank everyone for their understanding and patience and their trust in our officers as they worked incredibly hard to find the people responsible. I would also like to thank all our officers in Manitoba and across the country who made these arrests possible.
je vais lire les commentaires maintenant en français. Tout d'abord, au nom de la GRC, je tiens à présenter mes condoléances aux familles et aux proches des victimes qui continuent de pleurer leur perte aujourd'hui. Le 20 juin 2025, un double homicide a été commis dans la communauté de Victoria Beach. Nos policiers sont rapidement intervenus pour assurer la sécurité de tous les résidents et ont immédiatement entamé une enquête complexe sur cet homicide. La priorité de nos enquêteurs était de trouver les responsables du meurtre de Sly Tibert, 29 ans, et de Melissa Wilson, 41 ans, tous deux décédés des suites de blessures par balle. Lorsque nous ouvrons une enquête pour homicide, nous ne savons jamais exactement où elle nous mènera. Dans ce cas précis, nos principaux suspects se sont séparés et ont fini par s'enfuir aux deux extrémités opposées du Canada. L'un s'est rendu à Abbotsford, en Colombie-Britannique, et l'autre à New Minas, en Nouvelle-Écosse. Cependant, la force de la GRC réside dans le fait que nous avons des collègues et des ressources spécialisées dans chaque province et territoire du pays. Le fait que ce soit enfui en Colombie-Britannique ou en Nouvelle-Écosse n'entrave en rien notre enquête. Au cours des derniers mois, nous avons mené des entrevues et recueilli des preuves ici, au Manitoba, tout en suivant la trace des suspects dans les deux provinces. Le tout dans le but de faire avancer l'enquête. Le 7 octobre 2025, nos agents ont arrêté Mitchell Johansson, un homme de 28 ans, originaire de Grand Marais, et l'ont inculpé de meurtre au 2e degré. Il a été arrêté à Abbotsford, en Colombie-Britannique, placé en détention provisoire et puis renvoyé au Manitoba. Plus tôt ce matin, nos agents ont procédé à une deuxième arrestation. Nathaniel Moore Harrison, un homme de 31 ans, originaire de la municipalité rurale de Saint-Clément, a été arrêté à New Minas, en Nouvelle-Écosse, et également accusé de meurtre au 2e degré. Il a été arrêté, inculpé et sera renvoyé au Manitoba pour y être jugé. Les suspects et les victimes se connaissent. À l'heure actuelle, nous pensons que l'homme était la cible des suspects et que la femme a été tuée parce qu'elle se trouvait dans cette résidence spécifique de Victoria Beach lorsque les suspects sont arrivés. Bien que 2 arrestations aient été effectuées, nous sommes convaincus que certaines personnes dans la région de Victoria Beach et de Traverse Bay disposent d'informations supplémentaires sur ce qui s'est passé ce jour-là. Le moment est venu de nous manifester et de nous faire part de ce que vous saviez. Ces homicides ont profondément affecté 2 familles en deuil, d'innombrables proches, et ont suscité l'inquiétude de nombreux habitants de la région de Victoria Beach. Nous remercions tout le monde pour leur compréhension, leur patience et leur confiance envers nos agents qui ont travaillé d'arrache-pied pour retrouver les responsables. Je tiens également à remercier tous nos agents du Manitoba et de tout le pays qui ont rendu ces arrestations possibles. We'll be hoping. Yes, I will get you. I have a copy of the news release. I will be able to give you a copy.
You said that, well, you were looking for a suspect in a white vehicle. I think it was a white pickup truck at the time that had fled the scene. Did you, when did you get onto the trail of these two? And how quickly was that?
We were onto the trail within a few days.
Okay. And so there was one suspect said at the time, but when did it become 2? How quickly did you know that part?
We never said there was one suspect.
Okay.
I don't believe we ever said there was one suspect.
Okay.
I believe that was out there, but the RCMP had never said that suspect. So early in the investigation, we had some indications and some that there was 2 people.
Can you say what the relationship was between
The 2 suspects?
everybody? Yeah, well, them and who they were with.
They were all part of the Victoria Beach area residents.
What was the, sorry, lost train of thought. Sorry, go ahead.
You believe the male victim was targeted. Any indication of what led to him being targeted by the two suspects?
It's part of our investigation. We're aware of what we believe was the reasons, but we're through the court process. We're still on the ground investigating in Nova Scotia right now, so I'm not prepared to go into those details with this. But we're aware of what possibly was a motive.
And I believe back, you said that the two victims were known to police as well. Any elaboration there?
The two victims were known to the police. They were known to each other.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry.
they were known to each other.
Why were the suspects in BC and on the East Coast? Is this related to the crime and
We're still investigating why they went. One went one way, one went the other. The one on the East Coast appears to have some connection out there. The one to the West Coast, that's where he went after the incident. So we're still investigating how or why he got out there, but that's where he ended up going.
So are we saying that Melissa's death then was sort of a wrong place, wrong time?
We're
Saying
still
at that
trying to
point?
get all those details, but it was the male that appeared to be the target of this.
And I heard from one of the families that this might have been a word dispute over a vehicle, maybe a dirt bike. Are you able
Again,
to say?
the motive for this, we're not prepared to talk about.
Say.
We're still on the ground in the East Coast.
Okay,
So we're not prepared to go into those motives, and that obviously will be part of we're still investigating. There's still people that we will have some information here that we'd like to come forward.
so what are the next steps then for you guys?
The next step, well, obviously, we're still out there in the East Coast. We're still following up on some of the parts of the investigation that's occurring out there. We have a team out there right now that's working with Nova Scotia Major Crimes. We're gonna have to plan to bring home the one, Moore Harrison, to bring him back to Manitoba. That's the next step, and from the evidence that we've gleaned for this week from being on the East Coast, we have some follow-up that we have to do.
So the suspects are still in BC and Halifax.
The one suspect from BC has been returned to Manitoba and has already been remanded in the Manitoba process. The one in the East Coast, we still have to get him back here.
Why are
That should
both,
take a couple days to get him back.
why are both being charged with second degree? Like, somebody pulled the trigger, I'm guessing it wasn't both of them, but maybe that's not the case.
So when we do investigations like this, we brief with the Crown Attorney.
Yeah.
The Crown Attorney will brief us on the charges that they deem are the proper charges to lay, and that's the charges that the Crown Attorney determined at this time.
You mentioned other people around Victoria Beach, Traverse Bay may know what happened. Is there any reason to believe anyone else was at the residence that night?
At this time, we believe that there was no other people there. We just believe that there's other people that know what happened. Hopefully with some people being in custody, this might help people open up and talk to the police about this.
Is there a reason why you've already made the arrest? Is there a reason that you're trying to dig for more information from these folks, even though you really seem to have found the suspects?
Investigations never end. There's always information. We just believe at this time there are people out there that have information. It's been several months since the homicide occurred that people have been told things, people might know some things, people just might not have come forward. We're hoping now that with two people in custody that'll assist, hopefully for them to do the right thing and come talk to us.
Was Sly living at the property at the time?
It appeared he was living there. We're not sure for how long he was, but it appeared he was staying on that property.
Melissa as well, or is it?
Melissa would live at a different residence. She just happened to be.
Okay, I think.
Est-ce que je peux avoir une ou deux de ces réponses en français, s'il vous plaît? Mes amis au CBC.
Oui.
Just, est-ce que tu peux expliquer la relation between the two victims en français? What's the relationship between the two victims? If you can't, that's okay.
There's just the,
We can do it off the side too.
yeah, we'll do that on the side for sure.
You said Traverse Bay, can you just re-explain what the connection with Traverse Bay was?
Traverse Bay, there was part of the investigation that we took us to some residents in that area. Between one of the suspects as well, to that area. So that's why part of the Traverse Bay, and not just Traverse Bay and Victoria Beach, including the whole beach area.
Right.
We believe there's some folks there that know some things that we'd like them to come forward and talk to us.
Can you say and spell your name and title for us?
Sure. Staff Sergeant Sean Sean, and it's Grunwald, Grunewald.
Okay, merci. Thank you.
Thank you.